Hi, so this is still section 10.1, objective 4, example 7 is another graph of a radical function. In this case, it's just like the previous one, but we have this plus 2. If you take college algebra, they talk about how that means it's shifting up by 2 units. But just before that, I'm going to go ahead and just pick values and show you that. Again, you'll see that more in college algebra. Again, I picked perfect squares here to make it a little bit easier. So the first one is 0. So if I plug that in for x, I get square root of 0 plus 2, which gives me 2. 4, I get square root of 4 plus 2, which is 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so I get 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, I went ahead and graphed the points over here to the right. So again, this first one is 0, 2, and then we have 4, 4, and then the last one is 9, 5. Okay, now we'll talk about the domain and the range. The domain is all x values, so you think of again, these are my x values, so I think of the furthest left. The furthest left of the x value is 0, including it, and then it keeps going to infinity to the right. For my range, I think of my y value, so I think of the lowest y value. So this right here is my lowest y value, which you can see is actually right here, it's 2. That's my lowest y value, and then it keeps going up, so that would be to infinity. Here is another example from section 10.1, objective 4, the cube root of x minus 1. If you look at the problems, she picked these particular problems so that we would have a perfect cube inside the radical, which actually makes sense, makes it a little bit easier to graph. So let's start with -7. So the cube root of -7 minus 1 gives me -8. And the cube root of -8 is equal to -2. Okay, so that gives me my first point. If I plug 1 in here, I'm going to get 0. Okay, so that one's another point. And then finally, this last point, we're going to pick 9. 9 minus 1 gives me 8, which again is another perfect cube. So I get 2. Okay, so those are my 3 points. You could graph more if you'd like. I went ahead and plotted them here. So -7, -2 is the first one. 1, 0, and then 9, 2. Okay, so I'm going to graph this. Oops. And it should be kind of a smooth curve. Okay, so there's a rough sketch of that graph. This objective 5 we are skipping because of time. There's nothing in the homework from that section.